Let's let my eyes adjust. Let's let your eyes adjust to the nighttime. Not sure how much you're going to see, Erica, but that's okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll probably have some stragglers coming through, so just be present in your breath today. My name is Victoria. Nice to either see you again, nice to meet you. And we're gonna have some fun tonight, so just be willing to challenge yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's get started in child's pose. So go ahead and bring your knees to the edges of the yoga mat, your big toes to touch. Drop the hips back towards the heels. And then settle into your Ujjayi breath. So softly seal the lips. Begin to bring your breath in and out through the nose. As you inhale, imagine your spine growing longer. And as you exhale, imagine your hips getting heavier. So this is a pose you can return to at any point in your practice, just to reset. So go ahead and bring your palms to touch and pray your hands over the head. Exactly. You got it. So I like to call this like namaste shark fin. Start to feel a stretch through the triceps. Maybe you even walk the shoulders forward in space slightly. And then breathe. Take 3 more full breaths here. Complete breaths, big inhales, bigger exhales. Take 1 more big inhale, fill up. And on your exhale, slowly release. Press up into tabletop, all fours. Just beginning to wake up the spine. Stack the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And then go ahead and begin to maybe like wiggle from side to side before you take your cat-cows. So as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. And as you exhale, round through the spine, maybe peek between the ribs. Inhale, cow pose, lift the chest. Exhale, cat pose, round the spine. Take 3 more cat-cows. Bring your breath up with your movements. Again, just beginning to wake up the spine, warm up the body. And then when you're done with your 3 cat-cows, come into a neutral tabletop again, long line through the crown of the head and the tailbone. On your next inhale, go ahead and draw the left fingertips through the center, reach up towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, thread the needle. Thread the left fingertips under and through the right. So drop the left shoulder. Drop the left cheek to the mat. And then you can choose how threading the needle looks like for you today. You can reach the right palm towards the front of the room, or maybe you even go ahead and lift it, take a little half bind and wrap it behind your low back. Just breathe. Take one more full body breath. Fill up. Exhale, let go. And on your next inhale, press up, take the twist again, open out. And then exhale, come back to tabletop. We're all doing different sides, so don't worry about the side. On the next inhale, go ahead and lift the other fingertips up in space, get long. And then exhale, thread the needle. One arm threads under the other. So drop the shoulder, drop the cheek. Go ahead and breathe into the low back space. Take your variation. Use your breath to go there. Big inhale, fill up. Exhale, let go. And slowly press up, twist up and over with the next inhale. Exhale, plant both palms down, tabletop. Curl the toes under, send the hips up high, downward facing dog. So lifting the hips, dropping the heels. On your inhale, go ahead and lift the heels. Exhale, melt the heels down. Take a look at the front of your yoga mat, and on your inhale, roll into high plank, top of a push-up, pause. Hug into your midline. So really knit the ribs together. Puff up in your upper back by pushing the mat away from you. And then take 3 breaths. Start to fill your belly up with air so that you feel your foundation so strong. Take one more big inhale, fill up, and exhale, slowly lower all the way onto the belly. Yeah, I'm sure that felt good. Inhale, baby cobra, lift just the chest. Exhale, release. As you inhale and lift, slightly tuck the chin. Exhale, release. One more baby cobra. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let go. Curl the toes under, press up high plank. Send it back, downward facing dog. And slowly begin to tiptoe, walk your feet to meet your hands at the front of the mat. Hang in a ragdoll, so bring your feet hip-width distance apart, grab opposite elbows, and sway from side to side. Just stay loose here. Think more about the crown of the head releasing. Take a big inhale, fill up. And then exhale, release the arms. Go ahead and plant the right hand down and lift the left fingertips up. You're going to keep the right knee bent, left leg is straight. You're twisting up and over to the left side of the room. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist a little more. One more big inhale, fill up, reach up. Exhale, bring the palm back down. Left palm this time, bend the left knee and twist up and over to the right side of the room. Allow your breath to deepen the twist. Take another big inhale, reach up. Exhale, release, forward fold. And then slowly, one breath at a time, roll all the way up to stand. mountain pose at the top of your mat. Once you get there, roll the shoulder blades forward, up and back. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up. Exhale, hands at heart center, close your eyes, pause. Softly set an intention for your practice today. And if you cannot pick one, then I invite you to lean into discomfort. Everyone, let's start one big inhale, fill up, and then sigh it out. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, high plank, pause. Again, find your foundation, grip the fingertips into the mat. And then inhale, shift the shoulders forward. Exhale, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send it back, 5 breaths. Land in your body. Land in your power. 2 more breaths. 1 more big inhale, fill up. And on your exhale, travel feet to hands, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep it up. Exhale, fold tight. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Step it back, jump it back. Pause in your downward facing dog for 3 breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more big breath, fill up. And exhale, travel feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, fold tight. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Send it back. 2 breaths in your downward facing dog. They're big, they're full. You take 1 more inhale, fill up, and then exhale, travel feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Root to rise with your inhale. Exhale, fold tight. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Take your chaturanga, 1 breath in. Stay here for your exhale out. Empty lungs, feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, reach up. Exhale, fold tight. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flow. Maybe you shoot it back. Downward facing dog. 1 breath in. Exhale, travel right away. Go. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Shoot it back. Sweep it up. Send it back. Skip the breath. Travel feet to hands. Lift, fold. Rise, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Shoot it back. Send it back. Downward facing dog. Skip the breath. Feet to hands. Go for it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold tight. Lengthen with your inhale. Exhale, flow. You know where to go. Keep going. 3 more sun A's with your breath at your pace. Forget about what's happening in the room. Maybe you even drown me out. Just use your breath to keep going for 3 more sun A's. And then once you're done, go ahead and meet me in a downward facing dog. And then breathe. Remember your breath. Remember all it can do for you today. And then on your next inhale, 3-legged dog, right side. Lift the right heel up. So stay with your hips aligned first. So dial the toes down, press evenly through both palms. And then go ahead, bend the knee, open out the hip, point the knee towards the ceiling. Stay active in your right foot here, so maybe you flex, splay out the toes, and then slowly as possible, go ahead and flip out your dog, just a baby flip dog. Nothing crazy, just lifting the hips up in space, reaching towards the front of the room. And then on your next inhale, flip back over, three-legged dog. Step the right foot forward to lizard lunge, right side. So both hands come to the inside of the right foot, slightly maybe toe heel your right foot out. And then you can keep the left knee lifted or drop it, up to you. Just slowly begin to work into your hips. Slightly draw your right hip back in space. And then remember what I said about discomfort. Can you lean into it in every moment? Take one more inhale, fill up. And then exhale, step it back, Vinyasa. High to low plank. Pause in your downward facing dog. Everyone, let's take one big breath in. One big breath out. And then three-legged dog, left side, inhale. Go ahead, keep the hips aligned. And then once you feel really steady in your foundation, bend the knee, open out the hip. Again, pause here. See if you can stack the hips. And then, as slowly as you possibly can, go for a flip dog, a mini flip dog even. Just ground down to rise up. Lift one more inhale. And on your exhale, flip back over, three-legged dog. Step the left foot forward, lizard lunge, left side. Again, just begin to really breathe deeply into that left hip crease. Just invite some space into all the little muscles and joints. Take one more breath to lean into your discomfort. And then on your exhale, step it back, high to low plank, Vinyasa. Take one inhale in your downward facing dog. And on your exhale, travel feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, pause. First chair pose. Take what you need. And then this is the perfect pose to say, lean into your discomfort. So maybe you sit a little lower, because you can. Maybe you lift your chest a little higher, because you can. And then last but not least, you breathe. Not only because you can, but you need to. So take one more big inhale, fill up. And then exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, chaturanga. High to low plank, go for it. Right side, warrior one, step it through with your inhale, rise. So left foot comes to a 45-degree angle. Plug the right shoulder back in space. And then maybe you sink a little deeper into the front knee. Take one more big inhale, fill up. Exhale, plant the palms, flow, high to low plank. With your next inhale, left side warrior one, from your core, step it through, rise. Really stay firm in your right thigh, so you're creating strength that comes not only from your left quad, but from the right outer edge as well. Again, take an inhale to lift the chest, and on your exhale, plant the palms, flow, high to low plank. Take 3 breaths. Take 1 more inhale, you fill up. Exhale, travel, feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit your lowest point. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga, shoot it back. On your next inhale, right side, warrior 1, you find it, rise. And on your exhale, you hit the mat, flow. Sweep it up, send it back. Left side, warrior 1, inhale, you rise. Exhale, you flow down low, go for it. And then pause in your downward facing dog, 2 breaths. 1 more inhale, fill up. Travel on your exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, lowest chair pose, sit low. Exhale, fold tight. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. Remember, you can always skip. Right side, warrior 1 with your inhale, rise. Exhale, flow. Find your footing. And then on your left side, inhale, warrior 1, you rise. Exhale, you flow even stronger than the last time. 1 breath in. Stay here, exhale. Empty lungs, feet to hands, go. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, your lowest point. Exhale, fold tight. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, chaturanga, go for it. You know where to go by now, I think. Right side, warrior 1, rise up strong. Exhale, flow even stronger. On your next inhale, rise, left side, warrior 1, go for it. And then take your vinyasa. Keep going, left to right. 3 more warrior 1s, with or without a chaturanga in between. And what that would look like is stepping it back to down dog. But please take your time and listen to your body while continuing to lean into discomfort where appropriate. You know you, so you know what you can do and what you might just be telling yourself you don't want to do. So invite yourself to take it a step further. And then once you are done with your 3 warrior 1s on each side, take a resting pose or an inversion of your choice. So an inversion can look like down dog, forward fold. Could look like a headstand. And resting can always look like child's pose. You have 5 breaths. Steady the breath to steady the mind. Get it, Salim, I see you. Let's go inversions. Take 2 more breaths. Inverters can slowly come back down. And then meet me in your downward facing dog. Let's everyone take 1 big reset of a breath. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, sigh it out. 3-legged dog. Inhale, lift the right heel. Now go ahead, bend the knee, and flip out your dog again. Maybe this time you go a little further. Maybe you ground down even more to lift up even higher. Big inhale, fill up. Exhale, flip back over. Come onto the outside edge of the right foot, side plank. Open out to the left side of the room. Really ground down through the knife's edge of the right foot. Lift the hips a little higher. Maybe you grab a bind. Take one more inhale, fill up. Exhale, plant both palms, vinyasa. Take it high to low plank. Just reset this side. And on your next inhale, three-legged dog, left side, rise. Again, bend the knee, open out the hip. And then take your flip dog on this side. Go a little further, reach a little more. Gorgeous, Olga. Take one more inhale, fill up. Exhale, flip back over, side plank, open out to the left side of the room, or the right side, sorry, left and right. If you know me, you know those get confused. Take your modification, lean into this discomfort on this side, take one more big inhale, you fill up, and then exhale, plant both palms, take a vinyasa, reset. Inhale, three-legged dog, right side, lift the right heel. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to left elbow, twist it over. Inhale, kick it back hard. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose, hold for 3. Hold for 2. And then step it through, open up warrior 2, right side. So begin to, again, we study the breath. Go ahead and draw the right armpit over the right hip. Yes, you heard me right. So if you're leaning forward a little too much, just keep yourself in center. Perfect. Everyone crawl the front toes forward a little more. Take a big inhale, fill up. Exhale, flip the palm, reach back, reverse your warrior. And on your inhale, send it forward, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Flex the back foot as if you were kicking into a wall. Take a bind, fall out of it, come back in. Take your big inhale, fill up. Exhale, slowly step back, extended side angle, right side. So the front knee is still over the front ankle, but this time we're twisting the rib cage up and over to the left side of the room. Everyone take at least the half bind today. So left arm comes behind the low back, and then maybe you stop there, or maybe you reach for your left hand. Fly on your hands, stay in your bind. Just breathe, allowing your right knee to open out to the right corner of the room. Big inhale, fill up. Slowly come back down if you're lifted. And then on your next breath in, rise up, warrior 2. Pause. And then straighten the front knee. On your next exhale, travel, triangle pose, right side. So again, you allow the hips to stack. You get light on the bottom palm. Maybe you gaze up to the left fingers. On your next inhale, reach up even more. And on your exhale, plant the palms. Take your vinyasa, high to low plank. Take a big inhale, fill up. Big exhale, let go. Inhale, three-legged dog, left side. Exhale, knee to nose. Go for it. Don't even think about it. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Twist it over. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Flex the foot. Pause for 3. Crunch it in the most for 2. Stay here for 1. And then step it forward. Warrior 2, open out. So immediately come into your warrior 2. There's a reason it's called a warrior. Think of the stance, think of the power, the space that you take up. So you're bending into your left knee. Perfect. Really ground down through the knife's edge of the right foot. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior, reach it back. And then on your exhale, send it forward, half moon, left side. Again, you flex the foot so that you draw that energy up through the midline. Open up and get big. Take one more inhale, you fill up. And gracefully, slowly exhale, land extended side angle, left side. So you can start with elbow on the knee. And then maybe you journey to dropping the left palm in space. And like I said on the other side, everyone at least take the half bind here. So just bring your right hand to your low back, or maybe you even hook it to your left hip crease. Just notice that opening up of the right shoulder, the right pec. Take a modification, take the bind, fly for 3, for 2, and then 1, release. Slowly come back up, warrior 2. Straighten the front knee and begin to go into triangle on the left side. So reach it forward, and then at the very last moment, you drop the left palm. So both legs are straight. Draw the shoulder blades towards the center of your back. Gaze up to the top fingertips. One more inhale, fill up. And on your exhale, plant the palms, take your vinyasa, go through it. Big inhale, you fill up. Big exhale, you let go. On your next inhale, look up to the top of your mat and travel feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold tight. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. On your next inhale, take extended leg raise, right side. So grab onto the right big toes. I'm your mirror right now. So grab onto your right big toes. Slowly begin to extend or keep the knee as bent as needed here. Try to even out the hips. Grab the knee. Yeah. Perfect. Just grab the knee if the bind is not working for you. And I know that this dark room does not help. And then stay here for one big inhale, fill up. As you exhale, stay balancing now, just the right leg floats. Pulse from your core, lift the heel, 5, 4, 3, for 2, and then 1. Step the foot forward, not that much because you're at the front of your mat. Come into warrior 3. So you're in warrior 3, lifting the left foot. Maybe we should have started at the back of the mat. We'll do that on the other side. That's what the other side is for when you mess up on one side. So you can either bring your hands to heart center or reach the fingertips forward. Just draw into your midline here for one more big inhale, fill up. And then on your exhale, softly step back, crescent lunge, rise. So your heel is over the toes of the back foot. Soften the muscle in your face. Muscles, there's more than one muscle. And then sink a little deeper. Spin the pinky fingers in towards each other. And then draw the palms back in space. Bring your hands to heart center. And then on your exhale, slowly begin to hinge forward and twist over to the right side of the room. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. And then use the bottom palm to lift and twist even more. Big inhale, you fill up. Exhale, slowly come back to center, crescent lunge. And then step the back foot forward, sit low, chair pose. Hands to heart center, twisted chair over to the left side. Rinse it out. Draw the right knee back in space. Take a long inhale. Exhale, rinse out even more. On your next inhale, come back, chair pose, sit low. Exhale, fold. Go ahead and bring the feet hip width distance apart. Take a forward fold that feels good in your body today. So maybe you lock peace fingers around big toes. Maybe you clasp hands at the low back. You have 3 breaths to take a fold of your choice. Take one more big inhale, fill up. Exhale, let go. On your next inhale, sweep it up, mountain pose, root to rise, up tall, full body stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're gonna work on grasshopper pose today, and we're gonna take it one step at a time, all right? So everybody, I'm trying to get to where everyone can see me. Go ahead and start by coming into funky chair. So right ankle comes over left knee, and then sit low. Hands are at heart center. And actually, everyone, let's face the windows. You're gonna wanna be horizontal on your mat. So come to the back of your mat. I'm doing the electric slide with you. Back to the mat, funky chair, sit low. I should have put on the cha-cha slide for this. All right, so stay sitting low, hands at heart center. And then just as we've been binding and twisting, start to look over to the left side of the room. See if you can hook the right elbow to the sole of your right foot. And then maybe you stay there. Maybe that already feels weird enough. Your hip is already screaming. All right, that's totally fine. And then if you feel like super duper comfy there, maybe while you keep the elbow and foot connected, you drop one palm and then the next. So now it's like you're standing on your right tricep. And maybe you stop there because you're like, holy smokes, that's bad. And maybe, just maybe, you take your chaturanga arms and you go for grasshopper. So play or stay. So what a grasshopper will look like is lifting the left foot off the ground. So play for 3. Maria, you can do it for 2. Take one more big inhale. And now everyone exhale, drop the foot, come back to center. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep it up. And exhale, forward fold at the front of your mat, release. You have the other side, don't worry. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Vinyasa flow, go for it. High to low plank. Take a big inhale, fill up. Big exhale, let go. And then now walk the hands to meet the feet at the back of the mat. You can bind the left peace fingers around the left big toe, or just grab hold onto the left knee as you inhale, rise, extended leg raise. Again, you can always hold onto the knee here. Slightly drop the left hip in space to keep them in line. Take a big inhale, bigger exhale, and then just hover the left foot, lift up the palms, and go ahead, pulse for 5, pulse for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Step the left foot forward, warrior 3, go there. Come along from the crown of the head through the right heel. Take a long inhale, fill up. And on your exhale, slowly step back, crescent lunge. Lift the fingertips up. Again, take a crescent lunge that challenges you slightly. So maybe you need to firm up the back leg a little more. Maybe you need to bend into the front knee. And then bring your hands to heart center, twist it over to the left side of the room. You have options to spread your wings, take a half bind, take a full bind, it's up to you. Take a long inhale, fill up. And on your exhale, slowly come back, crescent lunge, rise. Step the back foot forward, sit in your lowest chair, and then rinse it out, twisted chair to the right side. Just let your breath get you deeper into each posture. So as you inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist even more. On your next inhale, come back to your pose, sit low. Exhale, forward fold, tight. Again, take a forward fold that feels good in your body. And then on your next inhale, go ahead and sweep the fingertips up, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center, pause. Now let's look to the left side of the room. Come to the back of your mat. So take funky chair now on the left side. Left ankle comes over the right knee. And again, maybe you just sit here for a second. If anything, it's just a nice hip opener. And then if you want to go there, start to hook the left elbow to the sole of the left foot. And then if you feel real nice and comfy there, maybe you start to look towards the floor, plant the palms, take chaturanga arms, and begin to lift the right foot. This side is much harder for me, so it might be easier for some of you. Go ahead and play or stay in your twisted, funky chair for 3 more full breaths. For 2 more. 1 more big inhale, fill up. And then exhale, release it out. Just go ahead and step to the front of your mat in a forward fold. There's no funky or fancy transition for that one. On your inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, high to low plank. Sweep it up, send it back. Go ahead and drop the knees, come onto all fours. And I am sort of in the mood for camel today, but if you prefer bridge or full wheel, definitely go there. But go ahead and come up onto the knees. So you're sitting on the knees, hands at hips, set up for camel. So you can keep your hands on your low back. Just on your inhale, feel a lift through the side waists. And then on your exhale, you slowly begin to draw the shoulders back in space. Open out through the chest. Go there. Take 2 more breaths. Take 1 more inhale, fill up. And on your exhale, slowly rise, come back. Take a child's pose really quickly, just releasing the low back. Big inhale, fill up. Big exhale, let go. And then rise up, camel number 2. So come back onto the knees, set it up. Support your low back here. On your inhale, you lift up out of the hips. And then on your exhale, you slowly lean back, look up. You can reach for your heels if that feels good. Stay here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and then 1. Slowly release. Come back to all fours and then into child's pose. Again, release the low back. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly come back onto all fours. Step it back, high plank. And then slowly lower all the way onto the belly for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, okay, 1, release. Bring your hands behind your low back, set up for locust. So clasp the hands behind the low back. And on your next inhale, lift the chest, lift the feet, lift the shins, the thighs, draw the knuckles back towards the back of the room. Inhale, lift a little bit higher, and then exhale, release. Stay here for 1 breath in, 1 breath out. And on your next inhale, locust pose number 2, you rise, inhale. Rise up a little higher, lift the chest a little more. Really firm up through the glutes, through the backs of the thighs. 1 more inhale, you fill up. And exhale, release, let it go. Maybe you want to windshield wiper the feet from side to side, release out any tension in the low back. And then go ahead and tee out the arms to the sides. Start to roll over the right hip. So we're gonna create a bit of a shoulder stretch here. Roll or stack the left hip over the right. If you're not sure, you can just look over at your neighbors. And then you can either keep the left foot extended or you can kickstand it. It's your option. As long as you're feeling nice and yummy through the right shoulder, you're doing it right. Big inhale. Bigger exhale. One more inhale, fill up. And on your exhale, slowly come back to the belly. Tee out the arms again. And then we begin to roll the right hip over the left. Come onto and over the left shoulder. So your right hand can stay where it's at, or maybe you even take that half bind again, wrapping it behind the low back. Just allow each and every exhale to take you a little deeper. Big inhale, you fill up. Long exhale, slowly release, come back to the belly. Plant the palms to the sides by your rib cage. Inhale, upward facing dog. Take a nice long up dog. And on your exhale, send it back downward facing dog. Take a peek between your hands. And then on your next breath, go ahead and jump through to seated. Extend the legs out long in front of you. Flex the feet towards your face. And on your inhale, you sweep the fingertips up. Exhale, seated forward fold, reach. Press the inner thighs down towards the mat. So this slightly lifts the sits bones. On your next inhale, maybe you think halfway lift. And your exhale, you fold a little deeper. Leaning into discomfort could look like strength for some, but it can look like surrender to others. And once you discover which one you feel more uncomfortable with, the more you can learn what it means like for you to lean into that discomfort. So slowly roll back up to seated. And then one vertebrae at a time, you slowly lower all the way to laying on your back. But take your time, there's no rush. Go ahead and bring your legs to tabletop once you're there. So your knees are over your hips, your shins are parallel to the ceiling. And then let's take seated figure 4. So same thing we did for funky chair, but we're on the floor. Your right ankle comes over the left knee. And then clasp your hands behind your left thigh. Slowly begin to draw your knee closer to your chest. And if this feels good and you want to stop there, stop there. You can also extend your left leg out in space as you scoop your hands under your right shin. So scoop both hands so your elbows are hooking onto your shin. And then you can extend your left leg out. Breathe for 2 more. Breathe for 1 more. And then on your long exhale, release, come back to tabletop. And then take the other side. So left ankle comes over the right knee. And then take it slow, take the side, however it feels to you. Again, you can extend the right leg up or scoop under your left shin and extend the right leg out. Up to you. Take 2 more breaths. And then slowly come back to tabletop. Take waterfall or shoulder stand. So either you're lifting your heels just up, extending both legs, or you are hiking the hips over the shoulders. Just support your low back here and then stay in one long line, ankles over hips, hips over shoulders. And then you can stay here or go ahead and journey into your plow pose. Maybe you take your deaf man's pose. Draw your knees closer to your ears. And then when you're ready, go ahead and roll all the way to laying on your back, one vertebrae at a time. Take a supine twist on the right side. So hug the right knee in and then twist over to the left side of the room. Tee out the right arm, gaze over to the right fingertips. So I think it's safe to say there is so much uncertainty and discomfort right now in the world. And while maybe all we are craving is comfort, I definitely can tell you that there is something to learn in the discomfort. Because as much as we crave certainty, I think we can all agree that nothing is ever certain. So what if we leaned into that discomfort a little more? Slowly come back to center, take a supine twist on the other side. So maybe you even silently ask yourself that question today. Is it possible for me to lean into this discomfort, into this uncertainty? See what it's trying to tell me, and then take it one step at a time. That's all you really need to do, is take the first step. So even if you didn't land your grasshopper, did you take the first step? And then take that off your mat. Slowly come back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Everybody get really tight, like a little ball, like you're just like super duper duper tight, and you're like scrunching every single muscle in your face, in your toes, in your hands. Take one big inhale, fill up, and then exhale, release out into your Shavasana. Let every single thing go. And now you allow yourself to rest. You soften the muscles in your face. Soften the space around your heart. And then you allow your breath to grow so deeply that your body becomes heavy. Your breath becomes louder, and you rest. Take a big inhale, fill up. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. You begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a full body stretch, reach the fingertips up and overhead. And then slowly roll into a fetal position on either side. Soaking up your practice. And then when you are ready, go ahead and press up into seated, facing me at the front of the room. Bring your hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra at the chest. Together we seal our practice with one shared breath. Everybody take a big inhale. Sigh it out. Bring your thumb knuckles up to your third eye center. And together we bow in gratitude for our practice and to showing up for yourself. We bow and say namaste. Namaste, yogis. Namaste, everybody. Great job, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. Please be gentle with yourselves as you journey through the rest of your night. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you again when I see you again. Thank you. We don't have any announcements, so I get to make up my own. Bye, Erica. I can hear you.
Bye. That was great.
Thank you. Bye.
Later.